Hi, we're just going to do a very quick video that should help you with a quick trick really for 3 times tables. Okay, so you can see that I'm just writing out the first few numbers in the 3 times tables. Now, if you know your 3 times tables fairly well, then you probably won't really need a trick for the lower numbers. But if we carried this on and we started getting up to maybe numbers like 48, 51, 54. Okay, now these numbers are in the 3 times tables. Well, let me correct myself there. They're divisible by 3. I mean, generally speaking, when we talk about times tables, we're only really going up to 3 times 10 or maybe 3 times 12. Anything beyond that is not generally something that people have within their knowledge, and they would instantly know that a number is divisible by 3. But you may well need to you may need to simplify a fraction, let's say, with some bigger numbers in it. Let me give you an example. Okay, and this example is a question that was given to me today as part of the QTS Numeracy Test. Okay, so we're looking at simplifying this fraction. Now, what I certainly teach initially for simplifying fractions is if they're divisible by 2, then go ahead and do that as quickly as you can. Okay, so not really an issue here. We've divided by 2. And then the most common next number to use is 3. And again, I teach that often in the QTS to try and give people quick ways of simplifying fractions. Now, when you look at these numbers, most people would know that 3 goes into 60. Okay, so they may recognize that this is divisible by 3, but they may not recognize that 51 is divisible by 3. Now, I've already kind of said above that it is. Okay, but if we were sort of looking at the number 51 in isolation, and we're under time pressure to simplify these fractions quickly, we need to be able to have a trick. Okay, and there is a little trick for 3s. Okay, if you take the digits of any of these numbers that are in the 3 times tables, let me just choose a different color. Okay, so once you get to the 2-digit numbers, if you look at the digits, so the 1 and the 2, they will always add up to a number that is also divisible by 3. So you can see what I'm doing there. 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 5 is 6, 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, so if you look at 51, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. 6 is obviously in the 3 times tables. It's definitely divisible by 3. Now, what this trick doesn't do, it won't tell you how many 3s go into 51. But it will tell you very quickly that you're along the right lines and you're using the correct number. What I would then suggest is that you go and use your bus stop division method. Okay, so 3s into 5 go 1, remainder 2. Okay, and then 3s into 21 go 7. And of course, when you're using your bus stop method, you are really using your times tables. You're breaking it down into smaller numbers, so you're using your times tables. So there you go. 102 over 120 simplifies to 17 over 20. Okay, so that's the 3s trick. Okay, it works for any number. Okay, let's just quickly pick a number maybe that 3 doesn't go into. So let's say we picked 112. Okay, if we wondered whether 3s go into that, we do 1 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, that equals 4. 3 doesn't go into 4, so therefore you know 3 doesn't go into that number, so you wouldn't bother trying it. Okay, just to finish this question off as a QTS question, once you've got 17 over 20, okay, let's just jot that down. To turn that into a percentage, okay, you need to times by 5. Why do we need to times by 5? Because 20 goes into 100 5 times. Okay, and then you've got a percentage or a decimal. Okay, 85% or 0.85. There you go. Hope that helps.